Managing information in daily life is no longer restricted to the wealthy elite, but is a problem which faces nearly everyone. The exponential increase in channels to receive information by things like social media, email, radio, television, print media, websites, mobile telephony, RSS feeds, and all those kinds of things spill data into our lives every day. And this impedes the decision-making process, which results in poor or even no decision-making being made. It's up to you to route all your incoming and inbound information through some type of screening process and method of organization. So let me offer you some shovels to help you dig your way out of that avalanche. Hi, I'm Kevin Rutherford. Welcome to RG's Talent Tips. And today I'm going to show you how to get out from under the mountain of information that crosses your path every day by implementing these 6 information control strategies. So let's dive right in. So first up, improve your reading skills. Many people are poor readers and insist that they don't like to read. Sadly, universities and high schools globally are churning out massive numbers of young people who don't read. They get all their news from online TV, radio, or even quick abbreviated online reports. And then it's not surprising there should be a shocking number of cases that show people are borderline illiterate. The answer? Take or get a good home study speed reading course. For me, learning to speed read was one of the best investments that I ever made. I quadrupled my reading speed and improved my retention to 96%. Now, a lot of information really only contains a key point or two. So learn to skim, grab those points, and then move on. Now, one course I do like that's speed reading is from a guy named Howard Berg. He holds the Guinness Book of World Records for being the world's fastest reader. I also like Jim Quick's course as well. You cannot go wrong with either one. Either way, just do it. Enroll now, and you can thank me later. Next. Be sure that you're getting information you really want and need. If you're really busy and time is much more of an issue than money, you can pay others to read for you. There's also clipping services, including one run by News Exposure, that will ferret through hundreds of daily newspapers and trade magazines and other media for just the topics that you've requested and then send you just the articles about your topic. Yeah, you also may have a staff or admin person that could read them for you and then clip those as well. This could be a really good project for a son, a daughter, a grandson, or a granddaughter, and having them to read a regular pile of trade journals and then go through and clip and highlight and even summarize them for you. As a matter of fact, a good friend of mine used to pay his high school age son $100 a week to read 15 different trade journals and newsletters and then record summaries and excerpts from those each week. Third, set aside any bulk material that's not time sensitive to review at your leisure. That means things like catalogs, interesting looking junk mail, and popular magazines all fall into this category. Create filters on your email box and ensure that only priority material is catching your eye during the day. Use filters in your searches to reduce the amount of information you get on Google. Only deal with what is relevant and/or important. Let me say this, you must be very, very selective about what warrants your attention now, what later, and what never. Filter information ruthlessly. Okay, another to-do here. Consider condensation. You can subscribe to executive book summaries or Get Abstract, for example, and then you can get brief summaries of a dozen or more kind of hot business books every month. Now, this is sort of like a Cliff Notes version for adults. If you prefer listening over reading, which I do sometimes, try Audible. You can listen anywhere online or download to a CD. Online, there are also services like Google Alerts to notify you of information that is relevant to you. You can also go to most news sites, trade journal sites, information sites, and then access articles by topic search. Fifth, use your DVR, TiVo, or any on-demand service that you might have, because no one is really bound anymore by the TV schedule. You need not be home at 9 p.m. to watch the documentary on PBS about sharks. But I will say this in defense of TV. Where much of the programming, I believe, is crap in my opinion, there happens to be a lot of useful, instructive, and provocative programming for professionals of all genres. Of the general stuff that is kind of airing, as we shoot this, I like and recommend Shark Tank, and I also like Street of Dreams with Marcus Lemonis. There are a few others that I like too, but I'll let you do some searching on your own. Also, the financial cable channels have a lot of worthwhile programming that you might find useful. There may even be a reality show that is in your business niche. You can also create an information queue and then tackle it on a regular basis. But don't feel too pressured to deal with information as it arrives. Put it to one side and tackle it during a quiet time of the day. Now, one of my favorites is to use your drive and travel time as learning time. In most major metropolitan areas, the average to and from office commute is somewhere between about 45 to 90 minutes. Now, you can do a lot of learning in that time, whether you're driving yourself or riding on the public transportation. Some of the best teaching is available on audio CD, MP3 files, or podcast series. Now, if you consider that you're in the car or public transport for 40 minutes per day, and you times that 250 business days in a year with some really well-selected audio programs, that equals 167 classroom hours available to you. Think about how much more knowledgeable you'll be at the end of that time. And then lastly, resist the siren song of distraction. A lot of people let non-information consume a lot of their time. Today's news is tomorrow's fish wrap. Yet we have just about become the most consumed planet where we're looking for all kinds of useful news. 24-hour-a-day news stations, news talk radio, news and opinion websites, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, you name it. Yes, I understand you want to be informed. But do you really need to be informed about the latest celebrity scandal, the latest athlete going to jail, the weather in Romania? Focus, focus, focus. Information overload is a real phenomenon which prevents us from taking decisions or actions because we feel we have too much information to consume or things that are on our plate. But if you take action on one or more of the tips that I just offered, you're going to see some relief in sight from what seems like an eternity of information flow. Just do it. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something that you can apply right away. If you did and want more, please subscribe to our channel below and check out our website for even more content, handouts, and free tools that'll take you from where you are to where you want to be. Until next time.